Alright, starting off first here with the 1927 Buffalo nickel, also sometimes referred to as Indian head nickels. This coin is graded by PCGS at a mint state 64. The coin has a 6% clipped planchet, so you'll see that clip there on the right side of the coin. You can look for these on modern coins as well. You know, clips take place on all kinds of different coins, of course, not just Buffalo nickels. But this coin did sell for over $220 because of the high grade and having that clip. Now here's another example of a clip. This is a ragged end clip taking place here on a 1927 Buffalo nickel. This coin ended up selling for over $630, graded at a mint state 61 by PCGS. Moving right along to a 1927 D mint mark that sold for around $490, and it's not in the best condition by any means. It's graded at an XF45. You know, had the coin been a mint state grade, it would have sold for a lot more money. But the reason that this coin is valuable is because it only has 3.5 legs on the Buffalo here on the reverse of the coin. So here's an example of what 3.5 legs looks like. So you'll be missing part of that front leg there. So always be on the lookout for that on your Buffalo nickels, $490 for that coin. Here's an example of a high graded version of the 1927 D mint mark. By the way, the D mint mark will be on the reverse of the coin underneath the words 5 cents. If it is a D or an S mint mark. In this case, it is the D mint mark. You can also have the no mint mark where you will see no mint mark at all there. Now the little F there underneath the 1927, that is the designer's initials. That is not a mint mark. This coin ended up selling for $23,000 because of how great of condition the coin is in, because it has that mint state 66 grade. So grade population will factor in, of course, a huge factor. How many of these are graded at a mint state 66? So probably not too many for it to sell for $23,000. Now here's a 1927 D mint mark that has a repunched mint mark. So a RPM. It has a very low grade, graded at a fine 12. The coin grading scale goes from 1 to 70. 70 is the best grade you can get. This is at a 12. So the coin only sold for around $100. It does have the repunched mint mark, so you want to look for that with your coin microscopes. Put that D mint mark underneath that coin microscope and look for those repunched mint marks like we talk about in all the other videos. Now here's a 1927 no mint mark that's graded at a mint state 67. This coin sold for nearly $7,000 because of that high grade, the condition of the coin. So keep that in mind. The condition is very, very important. Now here is a lamination error taking place on this 1927 Buffalo nickel. You'll see that they're going through the cheek there. This coin ended up selling for around $120, graded by Annex at an AU50, about uncirculated 50. Now here's a 1927 no mint mark graded at an AU58. This coin only sold for around 40 bucks. So you go from a high graded 1927 that sold for, you know, nearly 7,000 to this coin only selling for 40 bucks. Big, big difference there. So keep that in mind. Grade is important. Here's an example of a high graded 1927 S mint mark. So you'll see that S mint mark there on the reverse of the coin again. It's graded at a mint state 66 by NGC. This coin sold for $48,000. Can you believe that? 48 grand. Here's another lamination taking place here on the 1927 Buffalo nickel. You'll see that through the cheek and on the chin there. This coin ended up selling for around $110, graded by NGC at an AU55. So we just looked at that S mint mark, that high graded S mint mark that sold for $48,000. This is also the 1927 Buffalo nickel with the S mint mark that's graded at an XF45. And this coin only sold for around $165. Not only, I mean, that's a lot of money, but you see the big difference in values there based on the condition or the grades of the coins. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Check out the videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.